Hi, I'm the charisma coach, Karyn Suarez, and I am so excited to start my interview today with Moon in the OG.
Hey, mi gente, I'm Moon, and this is OG Interviews, where stars talk to the moon. She is a bilingual communications powerhouse, a public speaking guru, coaching executives from Fortune 500 giants across industries. And she is now a star talking to the moon. Hello and welcome, Karyn Suarez, the charisma coach, to OG Interviews. Bienvenida, mi amiga. Besos y abrazos. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo.
So excited to be here with you, Moon. I mean, you are a legend. So thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you for recognizing that you are in the presence of a legend right here. I appreciate that. I really do. Well, let's start. Let's talk everything about communications, public speaking, etc., etc. Let's pretend I'm not a legend. Let's pretend I'm not perfect. Tell me everything I'm doing wrong. So let's start with what motivated you to pursue a career in communications, eventually becoming a communications coach.
Well, I realized a long time ago after listening to thousands and thousands, and when I mean thousands, I'm talking about high numbers here, of boring and dull speakers. And I realized the importance that communication and public speaking is such a superpower. And so many people don't understand how to perfect their skills. They go out there, they give presentations, and they just do not know that they're boring people and that they're losing the motivation of their audience. So that motivated me to want to make the world a better place, one speaker at a time.
How did you train to become an expert in communications?
I trained to become an expert by years of being a university professor. I've been teaching for over 15 years in various business schools, master's programs, and undergraduate programs. And I think by teaching was the way that I was able to practice. And that's just the best way to be able to practice. And then working with executive coaches. I also got an executive coaching degree, working with executives in training them to become better communicators. I've also learned so much throughout the way. So basically, I'd have to say it was through practice and through just my job of teaching.
Should contact you to take advantage of your services.
Okay, so as I mentioned, I am here to save the world one communicator at a time. So that means I don't have a niche market, Moon. I have a ginormous target market because it is incredible to understand how many people need to level up their skills in communication. So most of the people who contact me are in the business world. So I work with executives, C-level executives, believe it or not, they also need to improve their skills in communication. I work with entrepreneurs who want to pitch their ideas for startups when they're trying to get funding and they're in the ideation process and they're ready to pitch it to that important investor who's going to invest thousands or millions, hopefully, on their new idea. And also to students in business schools and to people who want to maybe just get a better interview for their job leads. So I help those people as well with their interviews. So all of the people, that's why I say I cover a large part of the world.
So tell us about your training sessions. Are they done in person or are there online options?
Okay. As long as there's Wi-Fi and a chair, basically I can give classes and lessons and trainings anywhere in the world. So I work both online. I have a lot of my clients who are worldwide. I have clients that are in Dubai. I have clients that are in the US and as well as throughout Europe. And I coach them online. one-to-one or through group sessions. And then also I do the in-person trainings, also one-to-one, where they come to me to my office and I give them their trainings. And also for in companies where I go and I travel to different companies, if it's in Europe or wherever it is, and they pay me to do it, I'm there.
About your training sessions? Are there videos, exercises? Are your clients given homework?
All of the above. The clients will be guaranteed that they will be able to improve their skills. They'll be make sure that they have video recordings, positive and negative feedback. Now, that's an important thing I need to mention, Moon, is that a lot of times people don't get the feedback because they think or the coach wants to be nice to them. I'm nice, but I'm also very direct and I'm very honest. So the feedback that I give is 100% honest because my goal is to make you improve, not to flatter you or to, heighten up your ego. So the goal and the reason you're hiring me is to make you better. And that's my goal. So yes, there's video training, and also one special ingredient is that I guarantee 100% fun. That's the biggest thing. The fun factor is huge because who wants to learn and go through coaching when you're bored? You want to make sure that you're having fun while you're learning. So that's kind of like my style, making sure that we laugh and we learn and we have fun in the process.
What are some of the leading or top reasons why someone or a company seeks out your expertise?
Generally, people seek me out when they're ready and they realize that they want to, again, level up on their skills. A lot of times they'll notice that they're not going anywhere, they're not improving, whether it's in their business environment or they're not really connecting well with their clients and customers. So they're wondering, what is it? I'm doing everything right. I studied what I needed to study. I know my product, I know my service. What is wrong? How come I'm not connecting? So I help people who really, when they notice that they need to level up, that's when they call me. And most of the time, before you know it, people are really, really interested in improving themselves. They have that emotional intelligence where they have that self-awareness and they're like, okay, I think it's time. Right. And sometimes there's people who have filler word problems. They didn't even realize it. And they're talking and they say, and they don't even realize it until one day they listen to their WhatsApp message or they listen to something where they've been recorded at a conference speaking and they're shocked to actually see themselves and say, oh my God, I look like that. I sound like that. And that's when the realization hits. It's like they realize, I need help. I need the charisma coach. And that's where I come to save them.
Well, you know what? You are absolutely right. I absolutely agree with you. And I will say this, I am guilty of some of the things you have mentioned. Yeah. But my advice now, I am no expert. I am no expert. But in my expert opinion, my legendary expert opinion, I do not recommend that you make a drinking game out of your ums and uhs. Absolutely not recommended. Or the do not make a drinking game out of the uhs and ums of the speaker you're listening to because things will not end well. Things will happen and it will have a bad result. Not recommended at all.
That could add to the fun factor, but I think the ums and the ahs actually increase with the more drinks that you drink.
Yeah, yeah. And when you're wasted, your ums and uhs are stretched out. And sometimes you are too. The moon gets stretched. Cut. Cut. I definitely cannot use that. This ain't HBO.
And there's no other vocabulary besides and Mhm.
Like, sometimes like this, like that.
And people ask questions. They'll say a statement and they'll say, "Okay," and it's like, "Yeah, okay." So
Or
don't ask a question after a statement.
right?